Hey friends, welcome. Today I want to take you along as I do a little refresh in my living room. Now it's not necessarily spring, but it does have a little bit of spring touches. I wanted to bring all that in because I'm ready to take down the Valentine decor and all of that heavy winter greenery. I'm ready for that to go. I've enjoyed it, but now it's time to move on to some lighter, brighter things. So that's what I want to share with you in today's video. So y'all, thank you for joining me. So y'all, this is what my home looks like right now, and I've enjoyed it so much. But it's time to take the Valentine decor down, and I am tired of all the evergreens, so I'm ready to pull that out as well. Now I am going to add in, like I said, some lighter, brighter touches, but this decor is going to be super simple because I know we're headed into spring and Easter, and I have so much that I want to incorporate. So right now I'm just going to do a clean and simple look just to refresh my home. So I hope that you will join me as I decorate. And friends, if you haven't subscribed, we would love it if you would consider subscribing to our channel. If you would give us a thumbs up, like, share, or hype, we would definitely appreciate your kindness so much. But y'all, this is what my home looks like before, and now after I've taken down all the Valentines, cleared out some things, the evergreens, this is what it's looking like right now. It already has a much lighter and airier feel, and that's exactly what I was going for. This is where I always like to start to add my decor because this really, I think, sets the mood for my home. I love this shelf, and I am going to leave some things in place, and I'm just going to add to it. So y'all, let me grab some things so we can start decorating. I'm going to start with the top here and to just bring in a few elements. You can see what I've gathered. I'm going to start with adding some books to the top, and then this beautiful piece of architectural salvage that I have. I know it's in kind of rough condition, but I love it all the same. I thought it'd look pretty up there, but I also think I'm going to go ahead and add this corbal, which is actually, I believe, a bookend, but this is how I use it, and I think it's going to work out perfect right here. And the only other thing that I want to add to the top shelf is this clock that I thrifted. It doesn't work, but I still think it is such a sweet touch, and I just like all this white and cream coming together. So moving down, as you can see, I'm just going to scooch these butter pats down right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and add back my Dundee jar because I just think that's pretty right here. And I'm just going to add in just a sprig of greenery just to add that spring touch. So I was thinking my ice cream bucket would look good over here for a change. I've had this on my dining room table filled with, you know, evergreens and a Christmas tree. And as you can see, I just added a glass and just some paper around it. Now I'm gonna have to go back and fill this in with some moss or something to cover up that. But right now, I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I got these gorgeous stems at an antique mall, and I can't wait to tell y'all all about that antique store in an upcoming video. The owners were so amazing. They let me film in there, and I just can't wait to share with you everything about it. So I will be doing that in an upcoming video, and I can't wait to share everything I saw and what I got in that store. But these stems were some of them, and I thought they were so pretty. Now, do they scream spring? Maybe not. Maybe not. But I just thought this white was so pretty. It looks airy and clean and beautiful, and I just love this touch. Y'all tell me what you think about this, but these stems are some of my favorites. The next few pieces are things I've thrifted. This cast iron vase I just recently got, and this Beatrice Potter book, which I thought is another nod to spring. I'm going to take some paper shred that I love to make and fill in this little container, and that just kind of makes it feel more complete. But y'all, that's pretty much all I'm going to do right here, and I absolutely love it. Now, keeping things the same over here, as you can see, I'm just going to add this vase, and I'm going to come back later and add something to it. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it right there. So now let's swing over and decorate this other little cabinet I have right here. Now the pictures I'm going to leave right there because I have a rabbit picture that I love. I'm going to hang back up later. So for right now, I'm just going to leave that as is. So I made this topiary years ago, and I still love it, and I'm just going to use it right here. All I did was, this was actually a real topiary. It died, so I just took green faux leaves and glued to it so it would still look like a topiary. I think I need to add a little bit more greenery. I think some of it's kind of come off, but it'll work. It will definitely work. I just like the way that looks. Kind of gives me some height. And again, here is this beautiful mold I thrifted, I think a couple years ago now. I just love it, and I just thought it would be so pretty displayed right here. So let's move over here behind the couch and decorate right there. As you can see, I added a spring pillow there. I changed the green fur blanket for just a white one. I left the books there. But now let me grab that same container that had that evergreen in there, and I just put these stems in there from Hobby Lobby. I got these last year when they were on sale really cheap, and I just knew they would work perfect for this season, and I think it's going to be perfect. But always bend your stems. They look so much better if you bend them, because when I got them, they were sticking straight up. So just bend them, give them some movement. It definitely makes them look more lifelike. And I think this is a pretty touch right here. I really liked that evergreen that was there in this vase. So I think this is a pretty touch. The only other thing I want to do is add in this birdhouse. And this green matches some other green things I have in my home. So I think it will work perfect. And again, another nod to spring. So now let's move over to this area. It's all pretty much the same, except right here on top of these corbels, I had a Christmas tree, but I'm gonna pull out this hymnal, and I wanna open it up to kind of the center because I'm trying to create more of a space that I can set something on top of. So I took this urn that I had on my trunk, and I just filled it with some of my smaller Bibles. I added some paper shred. I added in some of this eucalyptus stems that were dried from my Valentine flowers. And I just think this is so pretty. It's different, and I just love it. I love displaying my Bible collection. I usually have it under my little table as you walk in the entry, but I thought this would be a pretty way to display them all together, the smaller ones, and I just really love this. I'm gonna tuck in a little bit more of this paper shred, and that's it. Y'all tell me what you think, but I think I'm really gonna like this. Y'all, I'm gonna add this candle here, and then I was looking for my candle snuffer, and when I found it, I had to laugh. My nephew comes over and plays with this, and he's got candle wax. all over it. So you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I'll clean it later, but that made me laugh because he is definitely he's a boy and he's so much fun. But yeah, y'all tell me what you think of this display. I think I really like it. So now let's just take these leftover pieces of that eucalyptus that I didn't use earlier, and I'm going to put them right here. These were left over from my flowers. I'm going to let them dry. But as you can see, I'm adding them right here just to tie in from what I did across the room, which makes it feel more cohesive. All right, now let's move over to this other table that's in the entry. I'm going to take this lantern and set on top of the table. And friends, I'm sorry, I don't know why this is out of focus right here. You will be able to see what I do in just a second. I apologize for this. But as you can see, I'm just taking some of these old little pamphlets I have. I'm going to place it down. I'm just layering in pieces. I've got this silver dish I'm going to place down. And now I'm going to grab a couple other things. I have this old spring door knocker. It's like a flower basket. Oh, it's one of my favorite things. I am going to add that right inside. I've got a pair of old glasses I'm going to add. And then just tie in this fill of spring and greenery, I'm going to add just one little sprig to this little arrangement I put together here. And really, I think that's all it needs. I also added a fern wreath on my peg rock right there. And so that just kind of makes it blend together and makes, again, an overall feel of cohesiveness, which I really like. But you can see that display more clearly right there, and I think it has just turned out so sweet. So moving over here, I've got this green metal box. It's rusted on top. I could probably get that off. I cleaned it really well, but I just thought I would add this black box. This was sitting on the other entry table. I wanted to still use it, so I thought I would set it here. And then, you know, I've got this flower frog. I thought I'd display both of these pieces here. And I've got a couple of old spools that I thought I would add as well. I don't know if I love this, but I just thought I would try it. So y'all have to come back and see what I do next week and see if I've changed this. I want to add in more of an early spring fill. I also want to do some decorating for St. Patrick's Day. I'm just going to add a few little touches here and there as kind of a nod to St. Patty's Day. So again, those are upcoming videos. I hope you'll come back and watch. I would really appreciate it. I know I'm so thankful for all of y'all's love and support. So the last place I want to decorate is, of course, this old trunk, which I use as a coffee table. I've got my beautiful carved wood piece there, which I absolutely love. And so I thought I would bring in this silver tray, add on top, and then I've got this silver dish that I just love. And I had pine cones in here. I took that out and I just added in this greenery. These are just little pieces that have come off different things over the years, and I've saved them. And then I've got these chandelier pieces, and I don't know, I just love stuff like this, and I thought it would be so pretty displayed in this container. So as you can see, I've got my paper shred on the bottom, these architectural or salvage pieces right there. And then of course, just these little sprigs of greenery with these little flowers. I'm just trying to tuck it inside. And then I'm gonna add in, I think one more piece of, yeah, one more piece of this pretty little flower detail. And then we're gonna add a cloche. Y'all, I just love doing different things, and I just think this turned out so pretty. I really like displaying things that you wouldn't normally think would go together. I just think it makes such a fun and unique display. So I love this. But now to add just one more touch to the coffee table, I was thinking I would just bring in some candles. And friends, that's all I'm gonna do right here. It's really that simple. And you know what a change it's made my home feel so light and airy, and it makes me definitely more excited for this upcoming spring season. Friends, I also found a couple more things. I got another little old Bible I found. I want to add that. And then this beautiful clock. I don't know why I didn't display this earlier, but I think I'm going to add it right over here in this display. I think it'll be the perfect touch. It needed just something else right here. Friends, thank you so much for joining me and watching. Y'all let me know what you think of this refresh. But again, I like it. I know it's very simple compared to what I normally do. My sister actually walked in and said, where's all your stuff? Which made me laugh. But you know, sometimes it's okay to do simple, and I'm going to enjoy this for just a little bit before I change things up again. So friends, thank you so much for watching. Friends, thank you again for joining me. And before I go, I'd like to share with you this beautiful Bible verse. But first, I'd like to ask for special prayer. If you would please pray for TJ, Ed, Amelia, and Sandra. Friends, that would mean the world to us. God knows exactly what they need, and I pray that you will just join us in praying for their healings. Obey my voice, and I will be your God, and you will be my people, and you will walk in all the ways which I command you, that it may be well with you. Friends, God loves us with such a great love that it's so hard to understand. But I pray that you know that He's always with you and for you in every situation. Friends, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. And friends, we look forward to seeing the next one. Bye, y'all.